Minicamp and OTA season, it's over, but we got to gear up for training camp. And today, we're looking at the Jacksonville Jaguars and Bhayshul Tuten to see how we can perform in training camp, to prepare for that, and what he could potentially do on the field by looking at his highlights, his clips from practice. But before we dig in, you need to click that subscribe button right now because we're looking at practice, rookie camp, minicamp, OTAs, soon to be training camp. If you want to see what your players are doing behind the scenes at practice, at training camp, click that button right now because we're covering your rookies, those quarterback battles, guys you're drafting in fantasy football here soon. And around July, August, early September, it's going to mean the most. Click that button, stop missing out. We're looking at Bhayshul Tuten here. We're going through all the rookies one by one, getting our training camp preview, talking fantasy, talking what we're trying to see here in training camp, what we want to see to keep moving forward, what to look out for. Bhayshul Tuten's in this clip here to start things off. We covered this one about a week and a half ago. You saw Etienne there with the ones, technically. There's Bigsby. There's Tuten. There's a lot of competition in this offense. The fantasy football community is very excited about Bhayshul Tuten. And when you look at his prospect profile, you watch him run, yes, you should be. However, you look at this backfield, it is deep now. It is deep. Don't sleep on LeQuint Allen. That's like one of my favorite prospects in this year's draft due to the value where he was at versus the talent. That could be a running back that emerges over time as well. That being said, this is a vastly deep running back depth chart. When we look at Travis Etienne and we look at Tank Bigsby, we're looking at two veteran running backs that are in a situation where they got to step it up. They got to step it up. So when they got to step it up and really perform and hit more towards their upside, if not hit that upside, what does that mean? There's competition here. There's competition here. So if those running backs start slipping or injury bug hits, it's time for Tuten. It's time for one of the others. It's time for LeQuint Allen. That's when you're going to see it roll. So when you're looking at this for the Jacksonville Jaguars, if I'm a Jaguars fan watching this, I'm excited. I'm excited that I got competition in my running back room where there's multiple running backs fighting for the job, fighting to get their moment, fighting to get those touches so they can be seen in practice. I'm excited for that because I know we got a cup here of talent and the talent's going to splooge over due to that. That is good to see. When I look at this for fantasy football, you may have to be a little bit patient and you may have to be a little bit open-minded. And you may have to be open-minded to either way because if you're a rookie-heavy person, you may have to be open-minded that maybe Etienne or Bigsby takes a step forward due to this competition and you may have to wait a little bit. If you're more veteran-heavy, you may have to be open-minded and say, hey, an injury bug hits them or they slip up. Maybe they're not running as efficiently as they once were, and now one of these rookies step up. You have to be open-minded. That is probably my main take. My main take has been common sense here that, hey, this is competition. Talent's going to win out here. The better guys are going to win it, and the veterans are getting their opportunity, and if they slip up, these rookies are not going to be too far behind. All of them, both of them. That's something to look at here. Maybe this is both a Tuten-Allen video, but I really like LeQuint Allen at Syracuse. I really did. Multifunctional running back prospect, can catch the ball out of the backfield, a good receiving profile, but can hammer it up the gut. That's a very good running back prospect. They got at a discount. Tuten's got that explosiveness. He's got that upside. So look at it in this regard. Say the worst happens with the veterans. They slip up, get hurt, whatever does happen in this realm of possibilities, and Tuten gets to roll. What does that look like? What does that look like if we're performing? If we're performing, you're seeing that explosiveness in the open field. You're seeing him make guys miss. You're seeing him catch some balls downfield, being explosive in the open field, getting chunks of yards, and that's where you're going to see the offense start moving the chains, and he's probably going to take that job and run with it. Because once you see that speed and that pop, and if it's being efficient, it's being consistent play to play to play, to game to game to game, it's over because you're going to not want that on the bench. You're going to not want that on the bench. That's his job. That is the upside. What's the downside? Being a rookie. Just slow the process the whole because the NFL game's faster. Just being a rookie. That would be the downside. Just being a rookie. And that's just part of the game. That's just part of the game of covered prospects. I've seen it. I've seen prospects with a lot of upside, a lot of juice, a lot of wiggle. However, if you're looking at this for fantasy football, he's a lottery ticket play in seasonal leagues, waiver wire, however you want to look at that. However, when you're looking at him in dynasty, he's going in the second round. Good upside play, a guy you're stashing due to that profile. You also want to get LaQuinn Allen in a lot of leagues. He's also a couple rounds cheaper in those regards. But you're also watching this backfield. If I get Etienne, who's also at a good discount in fantasy, then I might be thinking about Tuten on the back end. Because if Etienne slips up, Tuten's going to get his moment. Or LaQuinn Allen. That's the thing. Or LaQuinn Allen. Because the thing is, Tuten's good. Tuten's explosive. Allen's also a good prospect. And what you want to watch out in training camp, what are the news stories to look for, is when the coaches just start bringing up one of these rookies up more than the other. That's one thing you want to look out for. You also want to watch the joint practices. So when I get the joint practice footage, or if last year the Jaguars shut it down on the beat reporters when it came to filming, they shut it down hard where they filmed a lot in OTAs in minicamp. But if it's there, I'm going to have it, and I'm going to show it to you. I'll go over it. And if I don't have it and you really want to know, let me know in the comments of the videos, and I'll just post pictures and cover the tweets, the interviews, what I'm finding, and we'll go over that. But you want to watch if the coaches just randomly bring up one running back over another. It's super more glossy. Another thing, joint practices are going to be very important. Not just how they play or perform from what you see or hear, but also from what the opposing players say in any little interview. Any little interview. That's something to pay attention to. But you're going to have to pay attention to this backfield a lot in training camp. You're going to have to pay attention to injuries to any of the two veterans. Like if they get nicked up and miss a week and a half, that could allow them to come back healthy and they start season good. Or it could be one that I'm coming back healthy, but I'm also going to be trying to get through it, and then I get binged up, hurt, binged up. Who says that? But I get hurt week 2, week 3, and next thing you know, we got to look at one of these rookies stepping up. Got to pay attention to this backfield because it's ultra competitive right now. Like I said, we got a cup of talent right here. It's going to splooge over. That's the take. Cup of talent, it's going to splooge over. Main guy's going to win, and these veterans have to really go wire to wire. If not, one of the rookies is going to step it up. That is the main take here when I'm looking at this. For fantasy, you got to get your lottery tickets in check. Tuten's not overly expensive. Just a lot of people are excited about him. So getting him in trade, that's going to be hard in Dynasty. He's a good lottery ticket ad in the back end of one of your last rounds. So if I'm drafting one of those veterans, especially Etienne's cheap. Etienne's cheap. That if Etienne goes down, Tuten's likely the next guy up on paper right now, but don't sleep on LaQuinn Allen either. This is half of LaQuinn Allen video. He's good. He's good. I've been talking about him for months. But again, what we're looking for is we're watching what these rookies are doing once the pads get popping and what the coaches are saying in the interviews after practice. Let me know what you think in the comments below. I want to hear about that. Make sure to hit that subscribe button on the way out. One thing for watching. Catch you on the next video.